which point Trump says, see, I told you the whole thing was fraudulent.
The election is November 3rd, and it's been said that we won't know the results until days later. When do you think we'll know the results?
All right, Jimmy, you raise an important point, and I hope the American people understand it, because this is something I worry about. My view is every vote must be counted.
Okay, I guess most people could have predicted that.
You're going to have a situation, I suspect, in states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Okay, I guess, yeah, most could have predicted the exact states.
Where they are going to be receiving huge amounts of mail-in ballots. And unlike states like Florida or Vermont, they're not being able, for bad reasons, to begin processing those ballots until, I don't know, election day, or maybe when the polls close. That means you're going to have states dealing with perhaps millions of mail-in ballots. Here is my worry. What polls show and what studies have shown is that for whatever reason, Democrats are more likely to use mail-in ballots. Republicans are more likely to walk into polling booths on election day. It is likely that the first votes that will be counted will be those people who came in on election day, which will be Republican. And here is the fear, and I hope everybody hears that. But it could well be that at 10 o'clock on election night, Trump is winning in Michigan, he's winning in Pennsylvania, he's winning in Wisconsin, and he gets on the television, he says, thank you, Americans, for re-electing me. It's all over. Have a good day.
Frankly, we did win this election.
So I'm just assuming that Bernie Sanders is from the future.
But then the next day and the day following, all of those mail-in ballots start getting counted, and it turns out that Biden has won those states. At which point Trump says, see, I told you the whole thing was fraudulent. I told you those mail-in ballots were crooked. And we're not going to leave office. So that is a worry that I and a lot of people have. So the results, we don't know what's happened. Maybe the results will be on election day, but people should be aware of.
The lottery isn't my thing, but if it's yours, I'm positive you should give Bernie Sanders a call. This interview between Bernie Sanders and Jimmy Fallon aired last week, but as you enter into the twilight zone that is Bernie Sanders' mind, you could easily assume that it took place midnight November 4th. As Bernie predicted down to the states, and almost the exact time, if you're on the West Coast, around 9:49 p.m. Trump's tantrum kicked in, he would try to steal the election.
This is a fraud for the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country.
This dire attack on democracy was laid out by the Vermont senator, and so far it is like a Simpsons episode where he's gotten everything pretty much spot on.